Hello, I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and this week's talk is about the solenoid that fits to the Mark III Commando. Now, these do fail, and these are replacement parts. They are very similar to the originals, and they will actually mount in place of the original quite easily. A lot of the problems we get with these, when people turn around and say, I've tested it and it don't work, what they're doing is testing between the two small terminals, putting a voltage across there and expecting to hear it go clunk. It will not go clunk because the coil is actually connected to the case earth. So effectively they need to be testing across the bracket and the terminal on here marked with an S. What happens is when the contactor closes, when the voltage is applied, you will get your battery voltage put from one side through to the other and down to your starting motor. There's also another position on these which effectively becomes live when the contactor's closed. It used to feed down to the coils. It was originally designed to help with the starting. Whether it did or not, I don't really know, because the starting motors was probably taking most of the power anyway. Now, some people no longer bother with that cable when they fit electronic ignition. There's no real need for it. Most of the modern electronic ignitions will start the bike quite adequately with just the way they say set them up with their individual instructions, whether you've got the actual pay zone or tri-spark, Boyer, etc. The other thing to remember with this solenoid is it needs a good earth. So when you've had your frame powder coated, painted, stove enamelled, whatever, you need to make sure that this metal bracket has got an earth back to the battery, otherwise it won't work. One other thing to mention as well, everyone knows the battery terminals are live, but when you fit the cable from the battery up to the input terminal on here, that terminal is also live. On a lot of bikes we see these without a boot over, which is pretty dangerous, especially if you're going to be putting a tool in there or putting your hands in there to pull the battery out. Remember, that terminal's live, and the size of that cable will instantly short your arm across to the battery. It will hurt. Now, if you've got any other queries about these, or you're not sure, or you just want to ask us, etc., any old questions, you feel free to contact myself and Simon at Andover Norton, where we can answer the queries for you. Thank you very much.